Hey, thank you so much for joining us once again. So grateful. We are truly grateful for each one of you that reached out to us to let us know about the impact of the first video on finding and fulfilling your purpose, because it's very important to us, your feedback, because it lets us know how to prepare to serve you better. So thank you so much for those of you that reached out. And I want to encourage those of you that are watching this for the first time. There is a part 1 to this, so you want to listen to it so that you can be in the flow of what we are saying, and so you can understand the whole concept of what we are talking about. Finding and fulfilling your purpose. Well, today I have a big announcement. I have a very big announcement. You might be wondering what that announcement is. Well, the announcement that I have to make today is you will not be able to fulfill your purpose without you. Yes, you heard me right. You will not be able to fulfill your purpose without you. And that's why today I'd like to dwell on you, finding you. Because if you have to find and fulfill your purpose, it is your purpose. You and your purpose are inseparable. So you want to find you so that you can find your purpose and fulfill it. And the journey to finding you starts when you decide you've had enough with fitting in and being like everybody else. Because so long as you're comfortable with being like everybody else, guess what? You won't be able to find you. So long as other people's opinions about who you are and what you should be is the overwhelming factor that dictates what you do and who you are, you will not be able to find you. All right? If what others say, if what you hear on the outside is perpetually louder and stronger than what you hear on the inside of you, which is your purpose crying out for manifestation, if what you hear on the outside is perpetually louder and stifling and muffling the voice within you, you won't be able to find you. Tell you a short story. Actually, we've been in leadership training for over a decade now, and part of what we do is we use the DISC profile indicator to help people discover themselves and be able to use that information to grow and be at their best. So however, when we just started this journey, we were the ones being trained, and we used to take these tests all the time. So we were very fascinated with the results that the test would show because they were so real. We used to swap results with friends to see, hey, what did you get? To see if the results they had really proved who we knew they were. So I had this friend who said, I thought you were a dominant driver, but your test doesn't show that you're a dominant driver, you're something else. I said, well, maybe you are wrong and the test is right. And yes, he was wrong and the test was right, because I am not a dominant driver by nature. However, sometimes I come out as bold and courageous just because I really need to be bold and courageous to be able to do the things that I need to do. You don't want to know how many times I have shied away from doing what I needed to do. You don't want to know how many times. But I have been able to grow myself and be who I needed to be so that I became who I needed to become. What's my point? You need to know yourself to be able to grow yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, you won't be able to grow yourself. And finding your purpose is a journey. It's a journey of growth. It's a journey of you exploiting who you are and bringing that to the world in its best forms. So you want to find you so that you can find your purpose and be able to fulfill it. How can you walk in your purpose when you're still afraid of I don't know what they'll think about this. I don't know what they'll think about me. And then you allow that sound to be stronger than the sound of your purpose that's crying out within you. How can you fulfill your purpose when you're living other people's lives instead of living your life? So you need to come to the point where you accept you and engage you for destiny, for purpose. You need to come to the point where if I visit maybe and I say knock, 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 are you in there? You should be able to say a 100% yes to yourself and to your purpose without flinching. You should be able to say yes to yourself and your purpose without any apologies. So we are talking about finding you. As far as finding you, you want to find yourself, your uniqueness among your siblings, among your co-workers, among your friends. Look, if you're tired, if you're really tired of always losing your identity among your friends, always losing your identity among co-workers, always losing your identity among siblings, guess what? That is a very good place to be in. It is, trust me, it's a very good place because I was there. It is a good place because when you reach that place where you are tired of fitting in and always losing yourself and struggling to blend in all the time, when you reach that place of frustration, that place of being tired, that knowing dissatisfaction, it's taking over you, that is a good place because that is the place where you begin to engage yourself to discover you. And when you discover you, discovering you comes along with discovering your purpose, because you and your purpose are inseparable. So you want to find you, which is very, very important so that you can grow you towards the manifestation of your purpose. Now, when I talk about finding you, you want to find you. You want to find what you're made of. You want to find what you like. You want to find what triggers you. You want to find people that please you. People that easily please you. You want to find out people that easily trigger you, people that you can't stand. You want to find out your communication style. You want to find out your behavioral styles. You want to find out your work style. You want to just find out all of these. These are just examples that I am sharing with us. So discovering you is a journey, but that journey begins when you decide enough is enough with fitting in. That journey begins when you decide enough is enough with fitting in. And once you decide, your purpose also starts getting clearer in front of you. How will you find your purpose? When other people's agenda is your daily agenda. How will you find your purpose that way? It's actually not possible. So finding your purpose, finding you and finding your purpose is a journey that you need to muster all the intentionality that is within you. Yes, trust me, because having been on the journey for quite some time now, I discovered that there are 1,000,001 things that would distract you and want to take you off track. So if you're not intentioned, if you don't muster all that there is within you to say, this is it, I've had enough, I need to fulfill my purpose, I need to walk on my own life without any apologies to whomsoever, you need to come to that point where you say, I need to discover me and begin to walk in my purpose. It's very important. So I'll just give us a few, about 3 tips, 3 nuggets as far as finding you is concerned. The first is experimenting unreservedly with your abilities and talents. Experimenting unreservedly with your abilities and talents helps you discover you. You want to go ahead and put that into practice as far as discovering you. The next point that I'm giving is listen to wholesome mentors. Yes. Discovering you, listening to mentors. Yes, I mean what I just said. Discovering you, one tip is listening to wholesome mentors. Who are wholesome mentors? Wholesome mentors are people who care about you. People who can hold your hand and say, come along. I know this journey. I've walked it before, and I know where it's going, and I can help you. Wholesome mentors are people who are there for you. Wholesome mentors are people who can help you. Yes, it's important for us to have mentors, and we could never overemphasize this. Because when you have a mentor, and maybe you're just beginning your journey, there is a benefit that comes with it. You're able to ride on the belief that your mentor has in you, even before you're able to believe in yourself. And yes, it is okay to believe in the belief of your mentor in you, because that belief keeps you going until you're able to believe in yourself and to be able to take giant steps. So finding you is important. You want to explore and put your talents and abilities into practice. Experiment unreservedly with them, and then listen to the advice of wholesome mentors, people who believe in you. Because sometimes they know you, right? Sometimes they see what you're not able to see in yourself. Sometimes they see what and understand what you're not able to understand. That's why they are there. So you want to have those mentors in your life. And then the final point for today is you want to decide what caliber of person you are. Finding you. You want to decide what caliber of person you are. It helps you to speed up finding you, so that you can find your purpose, walk in it, fulfill it, and leave a legacy. So, what do I mean by deciding what caliber of person you are? What I'm simply saying, decide what quality of person and character you are. You may be saying, well, I'm not very sure about who I am right now. I'm not very sure about the caliber. I'm not very sure about what I really stand for. I get you. That's why I'm not talking about the you that we see right now. I'm talking about the you that you want to be. Because your life will flow to the direction of the thoughts and desires that you nurture. So deciding the caliber of person that you want to be is essential to you finding you and fulfilling your purpose. So make that decision about the caliber of person you want to be and the kinds of things you want to be associated with. That helps you to find you. It actually speeds it up. So you want to take note of that. Now 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 20-21, it's an interesting read. This portion of the scriptures make us to understand that in a large house there are vessels of gold, vessels of silver, vessels of wood, and vessels of clay. It says, if you cleanse yourself, if you purge yourself, you are going to be a vessel of honor, fit to be used for special purposes. So you want to be sure about the caliber of person you want to be. You want to be known for. Knock, knock, knock. Are you in the house? You need to be able to say a resounding 100% original, yes, I am in the house. I want to live my purpose. I want to fulfill my purpose. I need to find me so I can find my purpose and live it out. We are here for you. Let us know your questions. Let us know your thoughts so we can know how to serve you better. Thank you for all the time spent with us. See you later. Bye.